They take me to a back room. They say, this is what happens when you work for Trump.
From about the moment Papadopoulos joins the Trump campaign, you got all these people all around the world starting to swirl around him.
Where's the Russian collusion?
They changed the course of history when they removed me as the National Security Advisor. That person that sits in that office is ready to further enable the idea of war, perpetual war.
Hi, I'm Shaan Memon for Washington Examiner, and today we're talking with Sean Stone, famous actor filmmaker, about his new documentary series, All the President's Men. Hi, Sean. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
So, what made you interested in politics other than filmmaking?
Well, I would say this is not so much a political documentary as an historical documentary. And it's very much in alignment with my other projects I've done in the past as a host for interview programs on RT America, also Conspiracy Theory with Jesse Ventura. I've written books like New World Order. I've done documentaries like A Century of War and Hollywood DC. This is very much in alignment with previous work that I've done. I really appreciate history, and modern history obviously it's like every day that we're getting so many stories that are coming out in the recent years that it's a fascinating time to be alive.
Stone's ties to the film industry, particularly through his father, Oliver Stone, significantly shape his narrative approach.
My first work actually on documentaries was making the behind the scenes for his film Alexander. I did the documentaries about that, as well as his film W and Nixon. I worked as an editor on the Untold History of the United States series that he released on Netflix about 12 years ago now, I believe.
At the heart of Stone's new series is an investigation into the controversial narrative surrounding Russian collusion in the 2016 election.
It's a story basically unraveling a conspiracy, not of Trump and Russia, which was the Russia collusion story that the FBI was investigating during Trump's campaign. Ultimately, there was no evidence of real Russian collusion with Trump's campaign or to bring him into the presidency. The evidence actually was of a conspiracy by people within the Hillary Clinton campaign to create this narrative, and also within Obama's White House, the Justice Department, the intelligence services, people like John Brennan and Clapper, all perpetuating this narrative and also working to actually create the narrative. And then people like Kash Patel, who came into the Trump administration and actually became an advisor to try to actually unravel the conspiracy and to realize what was going on.
So my mission has been to attack the people in Washington, D.C. that have been using the levers of government to deprive people of the truth, whether it's on the border, whether it's DOJ and FBI weaponizing government and a two-tier system of justice, or the 51 Intel letter, or what have you. And I'm going to continue to do that because I think people are learning for the first time that these things happened here in America.
By focusing on key figures such as George Papadopoulos and Michael Flynn, Stone highlights the serious repercussions they faced.
Papadopoulos actually went to jail. Roger Stone almost went to jail. General Flynn almost went to jail.
Through this lens, Stone seeks to reveal the broader implications of these events.
So our story focuses on the advisors like George Papadopoulos and Carter Page, General Michael Flynn, who became Trump's first national security advisor, Roger Stone, who was a consultant to Trump, all these people being targeted by these investigations.
Stone's research methodology is both rigorous and thorough.
We interviewed the key people, as I mentioned, all those names. We interviewed them, for anywhere from 4 to 6 hours.
The financial and emotional toll on those involved is another critical theme Stone explores.
They were financially, bankrupted through this process, like Giuliani has been bankrupted. General Flynn has legal fees of millions and millions of dollars. But also the research that we did, obviously, based on things like the Durham report, which was done, the last couple of years, right? It finally came out, actually elaborating how much of a setup this whole thing was.
As Stone reflects on the unique aspects of his docuseries, he emphasizes the importance of crafting a compelling narrative.
What's interesting about the story as a storyteller is that you have to condense it into a way that makes it dramatically interesting, and then can really, give you the full context of a conspiracy over the course of 6 episodes, rather than just a 5-minute clip on Fox News or an article here and there. We've had to collate a lot of sources, a lot of material, and I think people will enjoy the story as it unfolds.
The collaboration with Tucker Carlson's network is a strategic element of the series.
Tucker got involved because we wanted to feature his story in this series. Some of his reporting about January 6th and other things related to Trump may have gotten him fired from Fox News. We don't know all the details, but certainly he's someone who has become a truth seeker. He doesn't just want to toe the establishment line of, whatever the Republican Party says.
People start telling you to shut up for asking honest questions. That is, again, my one talent. I just feel like, no. Why don't you answer the question?
With the US election cycle approaching, Stone's decision to release the series episodically serves a specific purpose.
We have to release it according to a schedule only because we want to kind of extend this, these next few weeks. A lot of, Netflix maybe releases all their episodes at once. I know other platforms still release every, week. We're basically keeping more with the line of, while we're finishing our last episodes, we're releasing the first episodes. The first two were coming out, actually should be coming out on Friday, I believe, on Tucker's network, and then the following two. So hopefully it extends over the next few weeks as people get excited about the election and the post-election phase.
As the series unfolds, it promises to be a significant contribution to the ongoing discourse about history and power in America.
This story is not going away. The conspiracy to basically go after Trump with lawfare, right, is not going away. So it's important for people to remember that and remember the past, remember where it started in 2016, as we see what happens with these ongoing court cases against Trump in the coming months, and who knows, maybe even the coming years.
The 6-part documentary series, All the President's Men, is currently being shown on TCN at tuckercarlson.com. I'm Shaan Memon for Washington Examiner, and to read more, you can visit washingtonexaminer.com.